So looking at HR, actually, I think next to the business, we were one of the first support functions, so-called support functions, who started this journey, because we were aware that we are not less people. We are quite some HR people, but we saw that we are not able to really react on the needs of the business anymore. We were so full of daily business, and the projects where HR people are needed, they grew more and more and more. So we said, okay, we have an issue. We are organized with the Dave Ulrich model. So we have our business partner organization, we have COEs, we have shared services. We were living in silos within our HR model. And that was the first point we saw, that we really need to have an end-to-end responsibility of our activities. So we started at the very early stage to set up a kind of product management approach, to go away from, we always call it a kind of restaurant. We were really working in the kitchen with processes, and we're telling our client about our processes. But actually what he wants to see is the menu. They care if they need to hire somebody, that they get the right person. One example, we started because we didn't want to do the big bang. Therefore, we said, what kind of journey should we start with? And we decided in the senior HR leadership team that we will start with the sourcing journey. So sourcing journey, if you look at it as a tribe, that has kind of 3 squads, that is attract, select, and onboard. What we saw for the internal part is when we hire successfully new people, the onboarding bit was quite crap. The huge challenge was that if you start a new job, you expect on your first day that you have a phone, that you have a laptop and all the access. Yes, I expect that too. The issue is that at least it's IT, it's HR, it's procurement, it's security. So at least 4 departments are involved in this process. And in the past, each and every has a perfect process in place. But it was not possible in the past to really come together and look at the customer point of view. Therefore, we started a Scrum project. And all departments were involved. Our journey owner started to really look at the different pain points, getting feedback from customers. These teams, very fast, they came up with solutions and really low-hanging fruits nobody thought about at the first step. And we have a great solution. We didn't change all our systems behind that, but we make it possible that the timing of delivering the laptop were reduced from round about 53 days to 15 days.
In the past, we already automated quite a lot, and one of our pain points was the automation was done by IT and IT developers, which is quite expensive and which takes quite a long time. With the new approach, we decided doing the development within the HR organization. Together with our IT department, we created a operating model, so who is responsible for developing, who is responsible for maintaining and running the robots. We created an automation pipeline together with the business where we defined who decides which processes should be automated and which processes should be next to be developed. So we also combined agile elements, cross-functional teams with people from different areas to work on a project, and that was quite new for our organization. It was very exciting approach, and people were very engaged. There are also different areas. Then, of course, we have clear KPIs. So before we automate something, we estimate what is the business case behind. And of course, then after it's in production, you can compare, and then you can see just from a technical point or from a cash and amount point of view, then you see was it successful or was it not successful. We reduced also time of development. As I mentioned at the beginning, in our old world and with back-end automation and sub-automation, Yeah, it took quite long to automate processes, and what we've shown is, for example, that we've automated processes with RPA within 3 or 4 weeks. The way of working, for example, with this agile approach, people are getting more connected to each other, people start again to talk to each other. Is also something I can't quantify, but it was a big improvement of our current working.